leisure. What is this life if full of care? We have no time to stand and stare. No time to stand beneath the boughs and stare as long as sheep or cows. No time to see when woods we pass, where squirrels hide their nuts in grass. No time to see in broad daylight, stream full of stars, like stars at night. No time to turn at beauty's glance and watch her feet, how they can dance. No time to wait till her mouth can enrich that smile her eyes began. A poor life this is, if full of care. We have no time to stand and stare. Mr. Emil. Morning, dear students. This is Mr. Emil. As you have seen in the previous short video, you of course knew that our lesson today will be about one of the most interesting poems in the English literature. It is called Leisure. And the first question is, who is the poet? Excellent. William Henry Davies. The poem is divided into 3 stanzas. Quote stanza 1. What is this life if full of care? We have no time to stand and stare. No time to stand beneath the boughs and stare as long as sheep or cows. Stare, to look for a long time, especially when surprised or frightened. Beneath, under. Boughs, branches and trees. Paraphrase stanza 1. In the first stanza, the poet asks a question. This is a very good question to ask. What good in life if we don't have enough time to simply stop and look at the interesting things around us? Of course, life is not complete if we can't stand under a tree to stand and stare at the lovely things around us. You have to enjoy the beautiful nature that God created for us to enjoy. Quote stanza 2. No time to see when woods we pass, where squirrels hide their nuts in grass. No time to see in broad daylight streams full of stars like skies at night. What's the meaning of woods? Yes, forests. And what are squirrels? They are small animals that live among trees. Streams are small rivers. Paraphrase stanza 2. In stanza 2, the poet gives more examples of what we could stare at and really see, if we had enough time. Instead, without taking time in life, we cannot stop and see where squirrels hide their food in the grass and trees. We also can't see the streams which in the sunlight sparkle and look like the night sky that's full of shining stars. He's giving these examples to get the readers to appreciate the beautiful nature around him or her. Illustrate or explain or pick out the figures of speech. We can call number 1 alliteration. Alliteration means the repetition of the first sound in two words in the same line. Line 1. No time to see when woods we pass. Excellent. Of course, you have noted that the T sounds are repeated in these two words, time and to, and give musical effect. Also, the W sounds are repeated in these words, when and woods and we, to give musical effect. Streams full of stars like skies at night. The sparkling streams are compared to the shining skies. Another question, what is the rhyme scheme? The rhyme scheme in this stanza is C, C, D, D. Quote and paraphrase stanza 3. No time to turn at beauty's glance, and watch her feet how they can dance. No time to wait till her mouth can enrich that smile her eyes began. A poor life this is, if full of care, we have no time to stand and stare. What's the meaning of turn at? Excellent. Observe. What's the meaning of enrich? To make something more enjoyable. Let's have a look at the paraphrase. The poet wants to have time to look at the beautiful things on this earth. The beautiful nature of earth has become like a dancer. The poet wishes he could have the time to watch her as she dances. Looking at the beauty of nature makes the poet smiles and fills him with happiness. The poet thinks that our lives would be sad, dull, and full of sorrow and anxiety unless we have enough time to enjoy the beauty of nature. Line 1. No time to turn at beauty's glance. Excellent. You have noted that T sounds are repeated in these two words, time and turn. Line 3. No time to wait till her mouth can. Excellent. You have noted the T sounds are repeated in these words, time, till, and to. Line 5. We have no time to stand and stare. The S sounds are repeated in these words, stand, and watch her feet how they can dance. Line 3. No time to wait till her mouth can. Line 4. Enrich that smile her eyes began. The poet personifies nature as a beautiful girl who dances and smiles. What is the rhyme scheme? The rhyme scheme is EEFFAA. Now it's time for our home assignment. What's the meaning of? This is a simple question. I'm asking you to give me some meanings of the words in the poem. Stair, beneath, woods, squirrels, streams, turn at, enrich. Number 2. Why does the poet think that man must have enough time? Why is it important? Question number 3. Paraphrase stanza 2. Number 4. Pick out the literary terms, figures of speech, in stanza 3. Number 5. What is the idea raised in stanza 1? Question number 6. What are the literary terms in stanza 2? Question number 7. Discuss the last 2 lines in the question number 8. What are the literary terms in stanza 1? Thank you for good listening. Until we meet again, I wish you the best of luck. Mr. Emil.